In 2 weeks, I quit my job, left a school, started a school and started building a business from scratch, from nothing. In 2 weeks, I changed my life. At the end of March, the start of April, I had really severely burnt out. This is that story. It changed my life for the better, but this is a story I want to tell. I posted a video a little while back, which was a week in my life and finding balance between work and studying. In that video, I was very deep within both burnout and denial. I went back recently and watched that video and I can see it, and I didn't at the time, and I don't know how I didn't, because my friends pointed it out to me. They were very much like, oh honey, you're not okay. I was so deep into the denial that I refused to admit that I wasn't okay. I'm keeping that video up. It's this video, if you wanna go look at it and see what I mean. And now I can see how bad I was. The afternoon after I uploaded my last essay, we went for a walk with the deer. It was lovely. 20 minutes after this final clip, I am on the ground on all fours, shaking, nearly fainting, thinking I'm gonna vomit. And I'm like, something's wrong, I'm not well. What I didn't know is, for me, that was a new type of panic attack. It was my body shutting down. It was telling me that I was done. My husband had to pick me up and get me to the car. 15 minutes after that, I could barely breathe. I'm all stuffy, my head is killing me, there's like a jackhammer in my chest. It was a new way that a panic attack started for me. But very, very quickly after that, a chest infection hit me, a bad one. It was the worst I'd felt since I'd had COVID. It was awful. And I was so unwell, I was so sick. I went into work for 2 more days because I was like, I'll power through, I'll be fine. And all during this time, for about a month, I'd been looking for new jobs because I was struggling. I was not fine. One of those days, my husband had to come to work with me and kind of like keep visiting me throughout the day to make sure I was all right. And then I had to call my boss, who still is one of the loveliest people on this planet, and broke down crying, going, I can't come in. I've broken completely, I can't do it. Then the real exhaustion and how ill I was hit me. Look at how matted and awful that is. Great. I haven't showered in days. I haven't brushed my hair in like a good week at least, and it's disgusting. And I feel like the last few days have been really hard. But I feel like I'm starting to turn a corner, which is good. Getting somewhere. It was a lot of crying and a lot of like just screaming and being ill. But I feel like we're starting to make progress. So today I'm gonna shower and I'm going to wash my hair. And I'm gonna try and make this the start of something better. I was signed off sick for 8 weeks. There was no way I could work. The first 4 weeks, I had a very severe chest infection. It didn't shift until like week 4 with loads of medication. I didn't record really much of anything because I was ill, but I did take a few clips. Everything's starting to move a bit more again and I'm starting to feel a bit more like me. I feel very tired still, but I'm starting to get my energy back, which is really good, which I'm very happy with. it's slow and it still takes me a lot, and I feel very anxious a lot of the time. And I just want to go and get out and work in the garden, and I haven't been able to so far because I've just felt so weak and so exhausted. But I'm getting my energy back, but now I'm feeling really anxious. So I'm going to start with trying to make a dandelion honey today. I haven't made one before, and it's something that I've always wanted to do, and I want to bring like the fun back into like herbal medicine and things again, and I want to start celebrating and enjoying things again, because I don't think I have for a little while. So we are going to try dandelion honey today. Well, start it anyway. It's going to take me about a day to do. And then I'm going to do a thing in the garden, even though I'm feeling anxious, because we need to work through this. So I think I might just repot some stuff, and kind of maybe like give you all an overview of where the garden is at, because I want to record my next gardening diaries, which is basically like restarting the garden and actually planting some stuff. So if I want to do that, I need to start gardening again, which I can do, and it's all going to be fine. I'm sure as soon as I get started, I'm going to be fine. It's just very fluttery at the moment, and it's hard. But that's the whole recovery from burnout kind of thing. That's where we're at, that's what we're doing. But we're gonna start getting back into things and doing things we love and things we enjoy. So part of that is gonna be getting out in the garden and recording YouTube videos, because I really miss it, and I don't want that to be a thing that ends up making me anxious, because it's something that I love to do. But we start slow. A huge part of this burnout for me was recognizing and truly, I guess, internalizing that I am working through a neurodivergency at the moment. And I think this burnout was attributed to that. It's something I knew but didn't work on before, and now I'm working on it and learning new things and learning what works for me and learning that I don't work like everyone else, and I have to give myself allowances for that. I have to be so kind to myself and work in a new way. I'm currently working on unmasking, but there's a video going to come up on that later when I feel a bit more settled in that. I am recording a bunch of things from the process because I feel like this is an important thing to share. I started with working on my space, as I always do. I made a video a little while back about how I ease anxiety. I always work on my space, it's part of it for me. I know we needed an overhaul. So my husband and I had a massive clear out. We cleared every room in our house. We took everything out of every cupboard. We got rid of things that were broken, and I kept saying I was going to repair and never did. We got rid of stuff that was going to charity. We gave away a lot. It was very freeing, very liberating, and my space is so much better now. We sold a lot as well, and I think I ended up counting 13 bags of stuff, 4 boxes. I was quite proud only 2 bags went to trash. Trash/recycling, like anything that was paper was recycled, anything that was wood was recycled. But there were some things that were just trash and stained. And that was only, I think, 1 of those 2 bags. So we kept it as sustainable as possible. I was proud. So after I started working on my space and that felt clearer, I really could go into doing the work that I needed to do to get me back on track. So one of those things was getting back into my hobbies and eating right. One of my favourite hobbies is cooking. So I started cooking some really good meals again, working with vegetables, and it's such a sensory experience for me, and it's something that I really love doing. I got back to learning to play the piano, which I love. Back to making YouTube videos after such a long break. This is my favourite hobby. This is the thing I love to do, and I just hadn't done it because I was exhausted and overwhelmed and very ill, and you would not have liked the sound of me when I was all chest infection-y. It's just a big no. But getting back to this, making those videos, making content. I love doing it. It's all the intricacies in editing and planning and making, and getting back to this really helped. And then I started doing the work, the real work, when I'd set a solid foundation of, okay, I'm not sick anymore, I'm doing my hobbies again, and I'm starting to feel a bit more like me. How am I going to move forward? Once my space felt clear, I felt like I had more mental space to really work on the issues. Part of it was my job and my work, which was, it wasn't the core of my burnout, but it was supplementing it. For me, it was I was doing the wrong type of work. So I loved my job and I loved my co-workers, but I was doing retail and it fed into a larger pattern. For the last 10 years of my working life, I've been repeating a pattern that I didn't notice until now, where I'd work for 2 to 3 years, burn out, quit, get really sick, need to recover for months before I could go back into work. And this was repeating. So when I looked at my larger job history and why this was happening, I've always worked customer service roles. And then it finally came to unpicking and I was like, oh, I'm not doing the right type of work for me. I can't carry on with this. This is completely unsustainable. So I started looking at what else I wanted to do instead. And I created something I'm very proud of, but we'll come back to that in a minute. The next thing was my studying. I made 2 videos recently about where you can study herbalism in the UK and how I was changing herbal schools. When I recorded these, which was a good chunk before posting them, I had already moved schools and been in my new school by then. Throughout this period of burnout, I was really working through things that were making me unhappy, and one of those was my studying. I wasn't happy with my school and what I was doing, and I felt so much guilt and shame around that because I had put so much into this, and changing felt incredibly difficult. So I changed schools. And then the final part of it, which was, well, what am I going to do to move forward? So I have started health coaching. I've done burnout multiple times. I know what I'm doing. And I've been helping multiple people with this before. I have friends that I help with planning and making big life changes, and then eventually that has evolved over time to like they would bring me people, or they're playing kind of third party and going, my friend has asked about this, what would you do? And then I realized that I've been doing this for a long time and it helps people, and that's all I've ever wanted to do. Starting my own business, which is all new and exciting. So I've opened the Wisdom Apothecary that I have very big plans for, that I'm hoping is going to take me way into the future. It's mine, it's my baby, and I love her. I sell some products. I have a small shop that I love. At the moment, I'm selling some books and some tarot and oracle cards, but this is growing. I've got a lot in the works. Here I have some clips of a couple little things I recorded in the setup. I've got a lot of behind the scenes things for the business happening on my Patreon. So if you're interested, please go have a look at that. The link is in the description below. But here are a few things coming. So I'm setting up my product photography now. And this is really kind of make do with what we've got. I've put a bed sheet that I literally just pulled straight off of my bed. I put that down. I got this cute little basket. And then I've got my ring light here, just with slightly better lighting. And then I went to TK Maxx and I bought just tons of fake flowers that I'm about to chop up to use as part of this, and then put the product in the middle. I'm hoping that that's gonna work. So go check it out. But the health coaching is what I'm most proud of. I can help people with a focus at burnout, looking at the practical solutions of things that you can do to avoid burnout, and if you are in burnout, to help you get back to living the life that you want to do and help you make changes. I'm so excited about all of this, all that is to come with it. And there's been so many struggles with building a business from scratch. I've had no mentorship on this because I've not seen anyone in my life do that before. I've reached out to everyone, like every favor that I could pull, I have pulled. every bit of advice I could get from everyone, I have done. And I've created this thing that I'm so proud of, and I'm so positive, and I'm so happy and excited for the future. If you'd like to support me, please, please, please go check out the Wisdom Apothecary on my socials, primarily Instagram. I'm doing a lot over there, on the website itself, and I'm setting up on a lot of other places like Facebook and LinkedIn and things. So wherever you want to be, you can find me. I'm really proud. I'm really happy. I'm excited of where this is going, and this is built as something that's mine. It feels very much like a home to me. At the end of this 8-week period when I was off sick, I needed to make a decision about going back to work. And I didn't. I left that job. A job that I loved dearly, with people I loved dearly, but it wasn't good for me. Then I left my herbal school. Then I started another herbal school. Then I bought all of the domains and started making a website. In the space of 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I quit my job, left a school, started a school, and started building a business from scratch, from nothing. In 2 weeks, I changed my life. And it was terrifying and exciting and amazing and made me sick to my stomach all at once. I didn't know what I'm doing. I still don't really know what I'm doing. I'm working it out as I go. I'm feeling so much joy and like loving life right now, and everything that the last 3 months have taught me is that I'm capable of so much. When I actually get on my side, when I'm on my side, I can do so much. And for so long, I haven't been on my side. I've been pushing down feelings. I'm trying to do the quote unquote sensible thing because it's the normal pathway. But I wasn't backing me. And as soon as I backed me, everyone backed me. My family, my husband, my friends. When I started doing my thing, the thing that was really good for me, and they could see it, everyone backed me. When I started sharing the changes I've made online, the changing my school video, the feedback has been amazing. The amount of people that have messaged me, open like comments, the people that have DM'd me. I've had a lot of messages from a lot of you. Amazing to know that people thought like me and felt like me, and that I'm not alone, and none of you are alone, and no one here is an island. I'm so excited for the future, and everything's going so well. I feel very optimistic about the challenges to come. I think that's the biggest change in my mindset. I'm so excited for challenge and for change. And I'm ready to see what's going to happen. And I'm very open to what the universe has to offer and the challenges it's going to put in my way. So thank you all so much for being here. I am Shannon, I'm the Wisdom Wench, and I am the CEO of the Wisdom Apothecary. Go check that out. I'm so excited for everything that is to come, and I hope you will continue to follow along on this journey. I promise I have more herbal stuff coming soon. I've got a lot in the works. Also got some historical herbals coming back. I know I haven't made one in like a year. I've got scripts in the works. They're getting more professional than the last one that was filmed in my bedroom in front of my bookcase. They're going to get more professional. I've got a lot more coming, and I'm so excited, and I hope you are too. So thank you so much for being here. And if you're going through burnout and you are struggling, any advice that you've got for people that are going through burnout, pop them in the comments. Or if you are looking for more in-depth help with burnout, check out the Wisdom Apothecary. I am open for health coaching for everyone. I do a free 20-minute consultation. I hope I see you all in the next video. Thank you, and have a lovely rest of your day, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Bye guys. summery and so light. Ignore the roots, but it's summery and light. What you all don't see when I record these is that like my mic is like mic'd up under my dress, and it's really annoying. It's really annoying. Should have done that at the beginning. Oh, this is red. This is screaming at me. No, don't die. Shannon, editor's note, put this following section after the house clear. See what I mean? Like, I now got to try and get this out. Here's the thing I've learned. Take off the wind cap thing, because like you will never find it again. Where is it? Ugh, I don't like that feeling. Where's the mic? Haha, haha. Did it. These are going to be some weird ass outtakes. Anyway, bye!